Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't already realize, I went to Korea a few months ago for plastic surgery. I documented the entire thing because I want to share my experience with others. This will be the first video out of 3 that I'm gonna post. So I hope that you guys find this video helpful. And if you're interested, please keep watching. First, let me tell you guys a little bit about DocFinder Korea if you haven't heard of them already. Basically, they're a medical tourism agency that provides various services for foreign clients. These services include translation, hotel reservation, hospital and doctor information, medical advice, and assistance with aftercare. All the services I mentioned are completely free, and the prices will be the same even if you go to the hospital without DocFinder Korea. But I think it would be better to go with DocFinder Korea because with them, you'll also be able to receive a better discount. So if you're interested in DocFinder Korea, I've listed their contact information on the screen. They'll be able to provide information like price estimates, clinic information, and surgery recommendations. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions concerning my experience with them or anything else. This is BANOBAGI's website. BANOBAGI is the clinic where I got my plastic surgery done. I actually did a lot of research on several different clinics before deciding to go with BANOBAGI. I really liked that the results from BANOBAGI turned out very natural because I'm not trying to come out looking botched with a Dorito chin, you know what I mean? You can also see on their website that they've received a lot of awards, which make them seem way more reputable to me. Here is BANOBAGI's contact information, which I've also listed in the description box along with DocFinder Korea's contact information. Again, I can answer any questions that you guys may have. So obviously the flight was really long and tiring, but thankfully DocFinder Korea and BANOBAGI had already arranged for someone to pick us up at the airport because I know that once we landed in Seoul, I was hella jet lagged, and I was just really glad that we didn't have to wait for anyone because once we got to the airport, the driver was waiting for us and he took us directly to the BANOBAGI guest house. Oh, and the weather was actually really bad that day. It started raining. I just didn't film that part. But yeah, I think it caused us to take a longer time to get to the guest house because we got there like really late. So this is the entrance of the BANOBAGI guest house, and the guest house is actually a 30-second walk at most from the clinic because they're literally right next to each other. So it's a very, very convenient place to stay for patients. Also, the bathrooms and showers are shared, but they're very clean. And this is basically the room that I lived in while I recovered. Here you have all your bare necessities, a wardrobe, a single adjustable bed, a flat screen TV, which is a necessity in my book. And at the time, my sister and I really wished that there was a double room that we could have stayed in together or something, because during recovery, being alone was really depressing, so we actually went to each other's rooms a lot. And the next morning we had our consultations. I actually want to mention something real quick. Another service that DocFinder Korea provides is escorting you to your appointments. So even though the guest house was right next to the clinic, whenever we had an appointment, Anna from DocFinder would text us like, oh, I'll pick you guys up at blah blah time, and then she would come to the guest house and walk with us to the clinic. BANOBAGI also has their own skincare line, and it's kind of funny because at first I thought their sheet masks were for injections or something because there's a needle on the packaging. Before meeting with the doctors, I briefly discussed what I wanted to get done with one of the coordinators. I basically told her that I wanted a smaller, sharper looking face, ptosis correction, breast augmentation, and lip fillers. First, I met with Dr. O, who would be doing my facial contouring, and I expressed 2 concerns of mine to him due to my face shape. 1, it made me look more masculine. 2, it made me look like a baby face. So that's why at first I was like, I want to look older. And they were all like, girl, no one wants to look old. You mean more mature. And I was like, okay, yeah, mature. So I was like, I want a sharper looking, more feline shaped face. And they're like, we got you. And then Dr. O was like, you also have a very short looking chin. And I was like, I agree. So he suggested bone grafting, which is when the bone that they shave off your jaw, they take it and they attach it to the bottom of your chin, resulting in a longer chin. So yeah, he said that would make me look more feminine and more mature. And I was like, great. So with that being said, Dr. O showed me before and after photos and said that he would shave part of my jaw off to make it look sharper and add bone to my chin to make it look longer. And this is basically what B-line surgery is. Next, I met Dr. Lee, who would be doing my non-incisional ptosis correction. He looked at my eyes and told me that my eyes were actually different shapes and that he could try to make them look more congruent with non-incisional ptosis correction, which is more suitable for younger patients and actually looks more natural than the incisional method. So before we met with Dr. Barn, who would be performing the breast augmentation, the nurses showed me and my sister the breast implants so we could get a feel for the size.
So maybe I think you are quite, like a short and quite skinny, right? So I think, it's better to try this size first. Shall we?
What size is that?
This is 250 cc. Normally it's gonna be B, full B size. Do you wanna try?
Do you want to
Yes.
try too? Like
This is
on me will
250 cc, 275 cc. So this is full B and this is
on you it will look like full B.
this?
Yeah.
Sizes are different
depending on the width of your chest and then your height.
A quick note on breast implants. CC is really different for everyone because the amount of CC and cup size that it'll take you to really depends on how much breast tissue you already have. And then I met with Dr. Barn. He advised for me to get 265cc implants, which would take me to somewhere around a full B. He said that he would be using Motiva implants. Now, I know a lot of people know only of 2 sorts of implants that are traditionally used, which are silicone and saline. However, Dr. Barn explained that Motiva is a newer type of implant that has the benefits of both silicone and saline implants. So the most natural looking and the most natural feeling. Motiva implants are teardrop shaped when you're standing and round when you're lying down. And this is because they mimic natural breasts which follow the direction of gravity. So Motiva implants are basically the best type of implants, but they're also the most expensive. Now, I do want to mention that on surgery day, I told Dr. Barn that I wanted to get 295cc instead of 265 because I decided that I actually wanted to go to a lower C cup instead. I mean, go big or go home, right? Dr. Barn really wants the results to look natural, so he told me that he would try to fit that much in if it wasn't too much, and he did manage to get 295cc in. So fast forward to surgery day. I did get all of my surgeries done on the same day, and I know some people will think that's super scary, but the reason I did that is because I didn't want to go under general anesthesia more than once, which is even more dangerous. So for the facial contouring and breast augmentation surgery, I was under the same general anesthesia, and I did not wake up between those 2 surgeries. Anyways, before going into the operating room, I met up with Dr. Lee again since I would be getting the ptosis correction first. He just explained the process of non-incisional ptosis correction and told me that I would be under local anesthesia, which basically meant that I wouldn't be completely knocked out because he would need to wake me up during the surgery to check my eyes, but he assured me that I wouldn't feel any pain regardless. So after that, I just washed my face because I had leftover makeup on. And this is basically me walking into the operating room. If you would like to see my recovery and before and after, please wait for my next video. I'll also include the process of getting lip fillers in that video. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I know this video was a bit boring. It's just the consultations, nothing exciting. Next video will be better, I promise. But yeah, I know I haven't been posting anything either. I'm sorry about that. Just really busy and I'm just lazy. I'm sorry. I'll try to post more, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions concerning my plastic surgery experience, feel free to ask them down below.
다신 꾸지 못하는 너무 기분 좋은 꿈 나는 네가 꼭 그런 것 같은데
Dream 종일 아른거리는 너무 기분 좋은 꿈 그게 바로